Welcome to your reading for September 2022. I had to think about it for a second there. Let's go ahead and hop right into your cards. What does the zodiac sign Aries need to know about September 2022? What does Aries need to know about September 2022? The sun. What does the zodiac sign Aries need to know about September 2022? The moon. Got some opposing energies there. What will my Aries experience in September 2022? 8 of Cups. What does Aries need to know about September 2022? Ooh, 3 of Wands. And 9 of Cups. Okay. Clarity, one more card. What does the zodiac sign Aries need to know about September 2022? Thank you. And the Hermit. Okay, Aries. Right, on one hand, we're talking the sun. We're talking exuberant energy. We're talking about success. Ooh, wrong card. Talking about success. We're talking about like expanding. Like I do see some steady movement in your careers, in your passions, in your life in general. Like if you've been on a path of like changing things or growing something, like you're going to see success. And I feel like that's continuous. But it's almost like your outer reality and your inner reality are almost two different things, and that looks like something different for a lot of you. That's why I said it's a lot. Okay, so for some of you it's just feeling kind of disconnected, feeling like, you know, like you're doing the work, but it's like in your head you got a whole bunch of other thoughts going on. I forgot what it's called, but it's like disassociation, where it's like your body's doing one thing but like your spirit and mind is like somewhere else. So it just may be that you're tired and you have a lot going on and like your mind is kind of spacey and floaty. But for others of you, it's just it's in a specific situation. Like I'm feeling like there's some type of friendship or some type of emotional situation where you may not be as sociable as you want to be, or maybe people want you to be more sociable than you want to be, okay? So it's like you're almost like your reality when you're alone, but what your reality when you're with other people seem like two different things. For some of you, it's like having to walk away from something and just really not trusting that choice. I do want to confirm for somebody that choice is right. If you had to walk away from somebody or you need to walk away from somebody, that's the right choice. But I think your mind is trying to convince you that it's not. Or you're like, you know how sometimes we make excuses for people and we be like, well, if I wouldn't have did XYZ, then they wouldn't have did ABC. Like, no. Like, no, it has nothing to do with it. Not to say that you, if it is a situation where you may be at fault, it's not to say that your part doesn't matter. But some things just be going the way it's going because it needs to go that way. You catch my drift? That's what it is. So it's like this was necessary to happen. So I'm just trying to get you to understand that, like, don't doubt your choice in that situation. But it still may cause some emotional turmoil. Otherwise, there is a sense of expansiveness. There is a sense of joy. For some of you, once you let something go emotionally, whether it be just the hurt of a situation or just generally like a person or something that's blocking you emotionally this month, you'll start to, it's almost like the floodgates open up and like positivity starts to happen. You start to see like more happiness and more closeness in your relationships, maybe even abundance of relationships coming in. I just see a lot of career. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of not just career, but like passion projects. So I feel like that's going to be at the top of the month is your success. But it's like, you know, in between the little cracks, it's like little emotional things that are going on too. You may feel like you need to hermit mode at some point as well and feel like you're not getting away, especially if something like weird happens within your social life. Obviously, we're going to pick up on that in the love section, but there may be something off with the people around you and you may want to hermit after that, especially if you don't feel appreciated or seen or something like that. But let's go ahead and see. Clarity. What does Aries need to know about their love and relationships in September 2022? Clarifying this message for my Aries. What do they need to know about their love and relationships in September 2022? Hearing the word confusion. Hello. Cool with whatever. Okay, what do my Aries need to know about their love and relationships? Too many cards, Spirit. What do my Aries need to know about their love and relationships in September 2022? Make it abundantly clear for me. What does Aries need to know about their love and relationships? Shy. Kicking it. And Wicked. this reading kind of goes two ways. So for some of you, I feel like this is either you or this is somebody around you. Someone is super cool, someone super chill, super like they're not worried about their love life at all. There is a little bit of sense of a rush, like a rush to get into something, or like almost in a little bit of annoyance, but it's like, oh, it's very small. Otherwise, there's just this kind of chillness in your romantic relationships, maybe even your relationships in general. Some people may be trying to get a hold of you and they feel like they can't, meaning like they want to be up on you, they want to spend time with you, they want to hang out with you, but they feel like they either can't, you're not allowing space for them to, or I don't know, they feel like you're distracted. So like you might hang out, but you may be a little, like I said, you're spacey. You're not really paying them attention like you probably would have paid them attention if you were present. And so there may be concern there. I think for some of you, it may come up that you haven't been a present person or present friend or present girlfriend or something like that. I feel like some type of scenario like that may come up. Now, this can be someone else too, someone who you're trying to get close to and they're acting aloof with you, and that's causing an issue. You could have some admirers. I think Aries have had some admirers for a long time, but I don't think it's anything like it's being brought up just so you can get confirmation. But in reality, I don't think anybody's about anything this particular situation. Because I think a lot of you are trying to cleanse bad relationships that you may have had. So even if you do have somebody around that's AKA toxic, you may not be giving it as much energy as you once gave it. Okay, or at least you're not expecting things from it, if I should say. Yeah, it's almost like you have a social life, but you're just like whatever at this point. You just don't care. Okay, and then there's wicked, mischievous, not naughty, cannot read, harmful, dangerous, false portrayal, lie, cheat, and beware. Somebody's sneaky and weird in your midst. A Virgo could be important. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like with the Hermit and then with there was another card that Shy card. It gives me that there may be a Virgo in your mix. It does not have to be, but there's either someone doesn't feel like you portray yourself correctly, or they're not portraying themselves correctly, and you figure that out this month. Something about that goes on, and you may have to correct a couple people. I ain't even gonna hold you. Not in a testy way though. I don't sense knuck if you buck type energy. I do sense a little bit of just having to get the record straight with somebody. Okay, clarity, clarifying Aries love and relationships in September. Ooh, yeah, as I thought, not as satisfying. Some of you could be dealing with a heartbreak. Again, some of you could be really complaining about your relationships. You want somebody to take accountability. Again, there's somebody bringing some flowers. They just may be a little immature and a little bit more concerned with what they can get and like what it looks like more than like who you are as a person. There's a lack of appreciation there, but your success and your money is good. Okay, period. And the card that fell is the Page of Pentacles. I do want to mention though that if you are doing a lot of complaining about your relationships, or like, and I don't even want to consider it complaining. If you just find yourself going over the scenario about some type of heartbreak over and over and over again, it's like, I'm not gonna say let it go, but it's like if it's causing you that much mental turmoil and it has you that disconnected, you know what I'm saying? Like it might be time to start your healing process. It might be time to find ways to heal. And I know it can be hard sometimes, but figuring out ways to kind of start healing that, whether it's going to therapy, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, just telling the person how you feel, whatever it is you need to do, so that you can stop being so disconnected and get back to your purpose like you've been doing, period. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into your career. I'm gonna actually pull from this deck and then I'll clarify with another deck. So clarity for my Aries. What does Aries need to know about their finances in February? I'm sorry, February. Why do I keep saying February? Well, maybe February is important for you. September 2022. What does Aries need to know about their career and finances in September 2022? What does Aries need to know about that? What does Aries need to know about September 2022 and their career and finances? Four of Pentacles. What does Aries need to know about their career and finances? Temperance. Interesting. What does Aries need to know about their career and finances in September? Five of Wands. One more. Anything else that Aries needs to know about their career and finances? Death. Okay, interesting. Interesting. There is some success. There is some success. Money doesn't necessarily improve, I just think that you may have to be smarter with it. Doesn't mean that it's going to be bad. It more so means that it's going to be leveled. Okay, but money's going to be leveled. So you may be in the midst of trying to save, maybe trying to just balance your money. I feel like for some of you either may be overspending or you may be over investing. And I know that may not sound like something that can happen, because like, who's over investing in themselves or over investing in stuff? But I feel like for some of you, you may be putting your money in a lot of places in the hopes that it'll bring you joy later or bring you money later or whatever the case may be, which is beautiful. But there is a little bit of like, you're not paying attention to whether or not it's actually going to work. There is a little bit of competitive energy in your career. Now this, with the Five of Wands, it could be working together. It could be working together for a common goal. So that's possible for you guys if you are working with a group, or you're in charge of a group of people. It kind of gives me like they're putting the sticks together to build something. So that's possible. But I also feel like there's some competitive energy. If you are, whatever you're doing, people are either trying to compete with you or trying to match your energy, Aries. Or they're trying to like go head to head with you. Like you may say something and then they may want to like trump that. Like they may have this tendency to kind of be argumentative with you. Or vice versa. This can be you as well. But it also could be how you're taking it as well. Like they may say something to you, but you may automatically assume that it's a dig, but it's not a dig, or vice versa. So you take that how it resonates. But a group of people and those people working together is a big deal this month. And then we have death. Death is always about transformation. Death is always about change or something coming to an end. But it's always for the better good. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys change careers or decided to do something different with your finances. Maybe an idea that you had, like a ambition that you had, has come to an end with your with the death card. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that means that something has to change. Something's going to change. Confirmation on that career and finances reading for Aries in September 2022. What does Aries need to know about their career and finances in September 2022? Ooh, y'all cards is doing some strange things. Okay. So take time to breathe out. Yes, absolutely. And I do see that with the Hermit card. Remember I said that you would want to get away but feel like you couldn't. Take some time to breathe out. Expect a powerful change and show the world the real you. Okay, and this is full moon in Aquarius. So yeah, again, you may need some rest. There may be a lot going on, a lot of things changing. Like I said, if you're losing a job, you lose the job and then it's like, okay, what do I have to do? And now you rush into something else. Or you don't lose a job, you decide to stop doing something. Or something, let's say something brand new starts to arise. Like you start to get an opportunity, but it's like, that means the old opportunity gotta go. Either way, in between that, rest. You may not feel like you got enough time to do so. I ain't gonna lie to you, Aries. I don't know how much you're going to get. But there's a difference between like obligations and responsibilities and things that, well, I guess that's the quote. Like there's a difference between obligations and responsibilities. Are you really obligated or are you making yourself obligated? Okay, so take time to breathe out, get some rest. And a word on that, you don't necessarily need to rest. Sometimes resting can be in small spurts. Don't feel like you gotta rest for a whole weekend or a whole week. Maybe take 30 minutes out your day. Your lunch break is your lunch break. You know, stuff like that, okay? And then show the world the real you and expect a powerful change. Whatever this change is, Aries, that's coming into your life, it's purposeful. It may not feel like it in your career and finances at the time, but it's purposeful. So don't try to fight it too much, or don't try to get into your head about like how things are going wrong for you or blah, blah, blah. Like, new life always starts in a little bit of death. You know what I'm saying? After winter always comes spring. So see it as an opportunity to change something. Kind of get a little bit detached from the situation. Like I said, you might already be a little aloof, but don't let things weigh down on you. Okay? And air sign may be important, or water sign may be important this month. Again, I mentioned Virgo, maybe even Sagittarius. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what message you need to take away from this reading, Aries. What does Aries need to know about September 2022 inspiration? I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but yeah. Financial health, what do we say? And I feel like I need to pull another. So I'm gonna go home and do that. What does Aries need to know about September 2022? What theme of the month will be for Aries in September 2022? Any theme for my fire sign? I guess they said, girl, we said what we said. Truth comes up right here. And I'm a little clutch today. Lighten your load and good luck. Okay, so just a quick summary on those. Inspiration and financial health cover it very well. Work on your finances. Even if you're in a good position, sometimes just because you have it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to spend it. Doesn't necessarily mean that you need to you should be absent-minded from it. You know how some people make a lot of money and then it's like now they buying Porsches and they buying new houses and they doing all of these things, and it's like now you pretty much living like a broke person because like every time you get something you spend it. So like you never really creating a gap for you to have wealth. Okay, so be careful about that. Expect to be inspired this month. It's a lot of inspiration coming from you. It's a lot of success coming from you. Maybe you may even inspire others this month, and I love that for you. But you're tired. You're very much so tired, so it's okay to let something go. It's okay to let something be somebody else's responsibility. And same with this situation with another person that you may be ruminating on. It's okay to let that go too and let them go too, okay? Some truth may come out, and even if it's just truth within yourself, there is going to be a little bit of self-clarity that comes up as well. And then obviously, good luck. Spirit is sending you some good luck for this month of September. Okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.